Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of a brand new series termed as Journey Beyond JGU. Today in this series, we have with us Mr. Anuraj Antil, who's the owner, CEO of a thriving real estate company. With his entrepreneurial acumen, he has bagged a Global Icon Award in 2022. He's also termed as the most prominent consultant in its field. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Anuraj Antil. Hello Anuraj, how are you?
Hello, thank you Alicia for such a great introduction. It is very overwhelming, especially to be back on the campus and just doing something like this for the first time.
It's been how many years? When were you here last?
So as a student, it's been like 12 years now.
Imagine, time flies. And when did you visit campus last, Anuraj?
So it was a 10-year reunion in 2022. It was, so it's been 3 years last we visited, and so campus is again like
evolved,
and it's very motivating to see how everything is evolving in every couple of years. It's like a new place.
Clearly it is, clearly. What grabbed your attention when you entered?
So the entrance, it has changed. Earlier we were able to sneak in, now you cannot.
Clearly it is. Okay, Anuraj, I think I've given a very minute introduction of you.
Yeah.
I know you're doing much more than this. Yeah. Would you like to explain what are you doing and a little about Kronus infrastructure?
Ma'am, to start off, I'll tell you that I came back in the campus in 2013 or 14. So our professors called us back that how are you doing after 2 years of our college life after MBA. So I told them I've been doing multiple things into real estate, doing a cafe, and
this is when you were a student?
After a student also.
Okay.
After passing out from the college, maybe after 3 years. So they gave me a title of serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
So that motivated me to do something more.
Clear.
So if I can do multiple things at a time, so that gave me a lot of push. So I'm still doing multiple things.
Yes, Anuraj, you were telling me one of our professor termed you as a serial entrepreneur.
Yes, and they gave me a certificate also which was titled as a serial entrepreneur, not a serial killer though. So it gave me a lot of motivation from inside that I can do multiple things.
True.
Since then, we have been doing multiple things, and to do multiple things, I understood that one business which can give me a push and I can still be part of other businesses, real estate.
Okay.
So I chose real estate only because of that. Now we have a cafe also right now in Sonipat. The whole cafe journey started from Jindal University. We'll come to that later.
Okay.
But right now we are one of the best cafes in Sonipat, and it is highest rated among. If you go on Google, you'll see.
Clearly it is. Yeah. We have visited there multiple times.
We have more than 1,000 reviews, and it is still 4.9 as a rating from 5. We have a salon also, and we are doing. We have a play area also for the kids, and we are doing other multiple things. We are into construction, interiors, and real estate is the base.
Okay.
So that's how we are still doing multiple businesses, and that thing, it came because of that serial entrepreneur thing.
Oh, that's lovely. But Anuraj, understanding that you have put your foot in multiple buckets, how does your day look like? What do you do? How do you manage?
So it is a hectic procedure, but if you have to be an entrepreneur, one thing you need to understand, you won't have Sundays, you won't have weekends, and you cannot be a part of that corporate trap.
Clearly.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, right. Because once you put in your step into a corporate, you understand your job starts on Monday morning, and by Friday evening you close your mind, and you won't even bother about anything. But if you are an entrepreneur, there's no off, there are no Sundays. Even at 11 o'clock in the night, you have to pick up clients' calls sometimes. So I'll tell you an example about this. So as a part of real estate consultant, now we have a lot of clients which are calling us from maybe US, Canada, Australia, and other parts of the world, and they want to invest back in our country. There are NRIs. So this is a particular example I was telling you. There's a guy who works in External Affairs Ministry in US. So he wanted to invest back in India, and he saw our videos on social media, YouTube. But he had a particular constraint of time. So every time to consult him back, I have to pick up his call at 11 p.m. in the night.
Right.
So that disturbs my family also, but you have to do that.
Clearly, because it's your business, you have to work for it. However, Anuraj, one of our professor kind of termed you as a serial entrepreneur. That shows that you had an entrepreneurial acumen.
Exactly.
But student who joined campus, someone who just graduate, someone who just passed from 12th class and enter the premises, what would be a piece of advice for them who intend to go forward, open a business, is there anything that they should do in their journey of JGU? Would you recommend some kind of internship, some kind of part-time things that they should invest into to understand the real world?
That's very, very important, because real world is very, very different for academics. From academics, it is totally different.
Clearly.
Especially in India. So you need to understand that how the real world works and how the academic, both of them, they are very important. So as an example, from JGU I did MBA. So one of our professors, when I came for the interview, he asked me, have you worked somewhere? I was a fresh graduate. So I did hotel management for 4 years and I came directly here. So his wordings were, it won't be very useful. And I still remember that. He was very right. Professor Dwarika Anil, he said it won't be very useful. You should better go outside, even outside the university, go put ande ka ready. You'll understand the world better.
The true sides of it. Yeah.
So I wasn't able to connect that, but I regret that if I would have worked somewhere, then came for the MBA, it would have given me more exposure. I would have been able to connect the dots very well.
Right.
So for someone who is doing especially MBA, she should have worked somewhere in that practical field, because they'll be able to connect the dots, what kind of subjects we are learning. So it is very important to have a practical knowledge before learning something.
True. So I remember you did not have practical knowledge before joining Jindal.
Exactly.
But you gained a practical knowledge being
Exactly.
on Jindal. You opened a cafe here. Would you like to share some light on that?
So again, I'll be very thankful to our professors. They pushed us to do something in the university itself. They told us, as an entrepreneur, you should always look out for some problems which as a society we are facing. For example, Zomato, they saw that opportunity. It's a problem that we cannot order multiple foods. You have to call a lot of multiple places. They told us, look around the campus. We were in Sonipat. There were only 350 students and faculty on the campus. And there was a big shortage for good food.
Right.
They told us that you can grab a good grocery, we can do a good cafe. At that time in 2009, we started a cafe in Jindal University by the name of Cafe Graveyard, which was the first cafe of this campus.
True.
And we were featured on Network 18 for the same. As a student, we started our entrepreneur journey.
So were there any failures in that journey? Because after this question, I would come down to the fact that a lot of risks are involved. There are a lot of failures. How do the student deal with it? Some students do not really take an action in the similar fearing that failure.
Exactly.
What is your suggestion on that?
See, the only way to overcome any fear is to do it.
True.
If you won't do it, so the fear is there till you do it.
Yes.
So until you do it, there's no, until you do it, there's a lot of fear.
Right.
Once you step in,
right,
the fear vanishes away.
Clearly.
For example, that cafe journey was a milestone in my life, because through that we came to know there are a lot of other things involved. What we were learning in the university as academics were totally different what was going on in the cafe. We had to manage the staff, their requirement, their mindset, and how everything works was totally different. So it gave us a lot of exposure, and especially thinking how business works in India. There's a lot of politics involved, maybe at the university level also.
True.
So you understand how actually business works, how it is totally different.
Got that.
Yeah.
So in this journey, you told you had your own fair share of struggles.
Exactly.
Which I think the current student might also have. But back then also was dealing with the classes and the curriculum was a struggle, and managing your cafe?
No, I won't say there was a lot of struggle, but yes, we won't get time for extracurricular activities like playing around, because as soon as the class gets over, we used to run to our cafe, look if coffee machine is working properly, the things, if bakery has arrived or not, if we have ran out of something or not, because we had a lot of global audience and global students here that time also. So there was particular set of requirement which had to be fulfilled.
True.
So the grocery had to be imported that time. So
maybe this is the right co-curricular activity that you picked for yourself.
Exactly.
But Anuraj, some students don't really understand. My vision to this is that sometime when you pursue something, you realize that maybe I do not have an entrepreneurial acumen. You did it, you realize that, oh, I am into it, I'm loving it. But some students don't really have it, they push themselves into it. So I think doing something at the university level gives you an understanding to choose a career going forward.
Exactly.
So how now the university from 350 people now,
Exactly.
I think we have around 15,000 people
It's
on
a
campus.
whole city.
It's a whole city itself. So it has its own demands and how its own requirements. In this spree, what would you suggest to a student who intend to work something? Any ideas that you can pop in here for them?
See, I've been part of two great universities in my life.
Right.
One is Manipal University, second was Jindal University. I understood that as a student, if you have that entrepreneur spark, you can come up with a lot of ideas. There were people on the campus who started a t-shirt business. They started selling t-shirts, funky t-shirts. People started selling few other stuff also, maybe jewelry. There were girls who started jewelry business. So if you have that entrepreneur spark, you can do a lot of things. And today is not only about offline business, there are a lot of online things you can do. You can create communities for business. People can start their own clubs. Like in Delhi, there are a lot of clubs which are going on. Maybe a Bhag club.
Right.
The people are keeping themselves healthy also. They are running around the city and they have created their own community. They are selling few things at that community. So, but you need to do something.
That's how it is.
The only problem as a student or as an entrepreneur is not doing it.
Yeah.
If
so
you do
I got a caption from Anurag today that you have to do it. To live up to the fear, to live up to expectations, you have to do it. Clearly, that's how it is.
And failure is a part of it.
It will come along.
You cannot avoid it. Failure will come. And you'll success only. Someone has said that you'll know what success is only if you have failed.
If you failed, clearly, that's how it is. Anuraj, coming to your domain of real estate, if someone intends to get into your field and being a student, what all understanding or what all he should do during his journey from JGU?
See, one thing I chose real estate, what it keeps you grounded.
Okay.
You have to deal with all kind of people. So one thing which drove me towards real estate was my idea of connecting with people, which I think I'm very good at. So my PR skills, I connect with people very well because I want to hear them. I want to listen to what kind of backgrounds people come from. So people learn from books, but I want to learn from people.
Okay.
So real estate is something that gives me that understanding.
Okay. That's nice. Okay, Anuraj, we are hosting our first ever business summit of all the notable alums who have done remarkable in their field. You're one of the panelists in that. We are so happy and looking forward to have you there. What is your take on it, about this opportunity?
Thank you so much. It's a surprise that I'll be part of the panel. As a suggestion for students, I always say that be very practical. Okay, what you're learning from books is again someone has learned something from his life and that he has written in the book. But if what you learn, it's your own experience, it's your own learning. So it's always better to learn yourself and experience yourself.
So one learning that I'm taking from here is that networking is such a vital part.
Oh, networking is everything. I believe, especially in India, if you want to do any business, networking is everything.
True.
Because if you want to get subsidies in India, you know how our country works. If you want to list yourself in a media somewhere, if you do a good PR, everything is all about networking. If you want to get investments, there are good ideas are there everywhere. But if you have a good network, then it's a game changer. You can do anything if you have a good network.
Okay. So if we term the qualities, so networking is one thing. What other things one need to inculcate in this? Hard work, clearly. There are no, like you said, there are no Saturdays, there are Sundays. So
exactly.
What else do you think one should learn? What qualities they should imbibe in themselves to become a good entrepreneur?
If you want to be an entrepreneur, I think you have to be a very, very good listener.
Okay.
So that is something, because you learn something from others. Suppose if I want to sell you something, or if you want to buy something as a piece of land, as a piece of maybe apartment or something, but I need to understand your needs. What is your, because if someone comes to us that he wants to invest and buy a piece of land, so we want to understand why, how much he wants to invest, with what background is coming, what is the thinking. So you have to be a very, very patient listener to do as an entrepreneur, and if you want to inculcate that leadership habits, you have to be a good listener.
Okay. Taking away that good suggestions from you, Anuraj. From serious discussion to some fun discussion, let's get into a JGU-centric rapid-fire round. So, Anuraj, which is your favorite spot on campus to hang out or think?
Football.
Okay. One professor or class that left the biggest impact on you?
Dwarika Prasad Unyal, he was our marketing guy, and he was always very, very practical.
Okay. A memory from hostel life that still makes you smile?
Students knocking on our doors at 2 a.m. for grabbing some food.
If you had to recommend one JGU experience every student must try, what would it be?
Experience, please live your life to the fullest, because this time never comes back. So as a student, don't go to Delhi. Spend most of your time here on the campus with your friends, because that's the best time. That's again an advice also. I went back to my Manipal campus after 15 years. They said today students are totally different. They fight on WhatsApp, not in real world. So the whole relationship is online also. So as friends, so please become real friends. Don't become online friends.
Okay, the go-to food item from the mess or cafeteria was that you used to have?
Chola bhatura.
JGU event you always look forward to?
A reunion.
One thing that you wish you had done at JGU but didn't get the chance to do?
Maybe open more cafes on the campus.
Okay. I hope the right people are listening.
Yes.
Which skills or habit from JGU days still helps you in business today?
Networking. Okay. So we had a lot of people who were from general law school, and so we had a lot of opportunities to mingle. Right now I see they don't mingle with each other, especially different schools. So we were like a small family at that time.
If you could give your younger JGU self one piece of advice, what that would be?
Be more practical and start doing practical business before getting into real business.
Well, it couldn't have been better, and Anuraj was just the right person to start this series. Thank you, Anuraj, for coming on campus, being here, reliving your campus life one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.